We live, baby.
Oh, baby, we live.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't see.
Already in the old
I regret to inform the American public I'm blind. Please help.
JFK's still amazing. But it's not like fantastic, but it's still like noticeable.
You can quit saying that. Okay? your impression is so good. Like, it's kind of shit, but it's still really good.
Yo, Lily refused to give you a compliment.
It's gotta be like at least top 18th JFK impersonation I've ever heard.
She gives me a pat on the back and then immediately punches me in the stomach.
But that's just for your JFK impression.
Thank you. I realize I can't perfectly emulate that man's voice.
No one can. It's fine.
Nah, he'll do it one day.
All right.
I believe in you.
I just more do the Clone High version.
Anyways, welcome to the JFK D&D stream. We're here with JFK content.
There will be a quiz on this later in the day, so please make sure to take vigorous notes.
You already know how it ends, but please stay through for the story.
Go to PowerPoint slide number 2. Let's start from there.
Open your textbooks.
All right, today's session is about the Bay of Pigs. Let's go. And
All right. Okay.
It's the Cold War version of Strahd, the Bay of Strahd.
I found out there was a lot of information from JFK in this session for some reason. I don't know why. I've been in a history mood. Don't worry about it.
Well, be back. I'm excited. I haven't been streaming a lot, so sorry about that on my end. But yeah, we should be good.
Yeah. All right.
And how's my volume, by the way? Is it okay? Is it too high, too low? Am I getting through 1 year?
It's fun. I think your volume sounds a little low.
Why are you laughing, Figgy?
I'm not laughing, man. I'm crying. I'm just so sad.
Why are you sad? What's up?
I'm just so sad. The economy. It's so rough.
Have you seen? Have you bought any new clocks yet, Figgy?
Yeah, dude. I think it's broken.
Man, I sure love inside jokes.
How do we sound on the stream, guys? We're just audio calibrating.
We're
live, Lily?
Yeah, we're live. We sound pretty good. Lily sounds a little low on my end, but I can hear.
Okay.
She in the left ear.
Am I in the left ear?
Here, Strahd talking.
Hello, am I in the left ear? Oh wait.
No, you're in both ears. You're just really quiet.
Someone is up.
I think it's Michael.
Michael?
Oh,
Michael?
Am I?
Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
Why am I echoing?
I couldn't hear it. I thought it was just the stream echo.
You could just turn my volume down. Because I don't know if anyone else can be heard through him. Oh.
Is it good? All right.
I forgot I was testing things for certain things, and I forgot that I disabled echo cancellation for a minute.
All good. All right. Just wanted to iron out some of that technical difficulties before starting and all that, though. Yep. Whew. Does anyone have anything to say before we start anything? I do have one thing, but I'm gonna leave it for last.
We're not
I
gonna
hope
die,
you
right?
enjoy. Yeah.
You gotta stop asking these questions. Go ahead, sorry.
Should we recap? Now?
Oh, I'm gonna recap. Don't worry. I got it.
Previously on Strahd.
Should
Oh,
we,
basically.
and then should we for the new people that join the stream, should we say the characters we're playing?
Sure. Why don't you guys give just since you guys this is session 2, so anyone that wasn't here previously, why don't you guys give just a quick explanation of your character and just a quick description. I mean, we have the art, but just give them just a quick like what you did last time, how they look, maybe how they present themselves, something like that. Why not?
I don't know. As far as I'm not on that, I guess we can start from the left to the right or something.
Sure. So Thorn, Matt, do you want to start first?
Yeah. So you want me to just what? Sorry.
It's just kind of give an explanation on your character, just to look again. I know we have the art. Just give that, and then just maybe give something that you presented last time from last session, like a way that they act, something, or special information, like Captain of the Guard, stuff like that. Like something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So my character's Thorn, also called Captain Aldine. He's the captain of the Fethrin militia. He has a scar in his eye. He has a really fucked up past that we haven't delved into yet. But if you want if you want the best rundown of this dude, just think of Isaac Clarke from Dead Space and just realize how shitty his life is. And it's kind of like that, but he uses swords.
His tragic backstory is that Subway got his order wrong.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty much.
hate
He asked for turkey and got ham, and it was the worst thing ever.
You hate to
Yes.
see it. You hate to see it.
Y'all did them dirty.
Mars? Mars, please go ahead.
Okay.
You're not a Mars.
You're not a Mars.
Oh, sorry.
You said left or right, dude.
I'm just trying to be nice. Guys.
Mars, Michael, please go ahead.
Alright, um, sorry,
Okay. I signed one to you guys, so it's all good.
okay. I'm sorry, I'm just a little shaken up as, like, are we just
Just give it.
introducing ourselves?
Yeah,
or-
just like an introduction again. Just give the description of your character, and again for people, we're going left to right, so we're now on the second character, and give something maybe that they would have learned from last session. Just something like, yeah, they would have known. That's like where Thorna was captain of the guards, stuff like that.
Okay. In which case, she is a rather average height, woman clad in vestments and with armor underneath. Has silver hair and silver eyes, which stand out a lot compared to her brown skin, as there is on one arm seems to be more armored with the gauntlets and such, while the other one's more bare with the mace and shield attached to her, a mace and shield on her back, with a dagger of sorts on her belt. Despite
She's huge.
the original appearance, however, she seems rather nice compared to what the kind of eerie vibe that at first glance would probably provide.
All right. Thank you. Next up, we have Eileen Lilly. Also, just if you can mute yourself a little bit with the typing, just a little bit, because it's just coming through a little bit. That's all. Thank you. All right, Eileen Lilly.
So Eileen, at first glance, she is sort of similar to, like, when you see her, you know what she's about. She's like a pinkish mauve tiefling with, like, the most stern bitch face you could ever possibly see. And I think the detail that I didn't add is that her face is sort of covered in scars. Could be from animals, humans, but it's definitely scarred up. She is well versed in the bow, as she does her own hunting. And she's very difficult to work with, but it seems like she's trying.
All right.
I'm proud of her.
Thank you so much. Next up, Aknev, the second.
Aknev is a bastard, and that's all you need to know.
What does he look like, Jiggy? Is he just a ghost?
No, he's a very tan, dark-skinned individual. Something I didn't say before with his eyes. Well, the right eye is an amber. The other one is a much more fluorescent green. It's the best way I can say it. He's a man of many ideals and many wants, and he does what he wants. So, that's all.
All right. Morrow, Boris,
Hey,
go ahead, please.
Morrow. Bit of a well-aged well-aged man. Quiet, unassuming, likes water, plays a good game of 3J and ante. Pull out your dice. And yeah. So yeah, that's something you learn last session is he really likes water. You know, that's why.
Number one water drinker in the campaign so far. All right. Thank you, guys. And just also while I'm at it, let me grab it real quick. Make sure I got it. There it is. All right. So this art was provided to us by a buddy of ours. Their name is Alaschen, at Alaschen. I'm going to post it in the chat. That's at ALAASTCHEN on Twitter. So if you ever want to look at some cool art, please go ahead and check them out. This was, this was some very good art, and that's what we're using for our tokens and for this campaign. Yeah. All right. With that, I will just give out one more thing I need to say.
Wait a minute.
Yes, go ahead.
What about you? You're our DM.
I am the DM. Well, I mean, I don't know. What do you want? What do you want me to say as the DM? Just who I am.
Everybody.
I'm correct. Exactly. I am your DM for the night. My name is Blastith or Blair. I am. No, yeah. Thank you, Siggy. I am everyone in this campaign. I am everyone that is not these main characters. I am the people that is going to be trying to kill them, that is trying to help them, that is going to get messed with by them, that is going to mess with them. And I will be the fog. I will be the people. I will be the ground. I will be the animals. I am all.
Damn.
Yes. But most importantly, I am one particular fellow we're going to meet in here, which, if you didn't notice, I put your characters to the side for a very reason.
Oh! My arrow's pointing at his face. It's perfect. Ah!
And this is why you're a master.
Damn.
There we go. Right in there. Got him in the palm of your hands. There we go. All right, and you're dead.
Wait, get him out! Get him out!
No, he's dead. Got him out. He's dead. All right. So, Charles, if you can leave now. Actually, you know what? TPK. With that being said, also, besides being all that, I am one other thing. I am not feeling fully well today. I was feeling a little under the weather today. So if I do need a quick break out of nowhere, that is why. But I'm feeling fine now, and hopefully I will go this whole session feeling fine. If not, I'm going to go just take some medication. I'll be back, hopefully, if I'm good. If not, then we might end the stream early, but we'll probably go through it. So no problem.
Just let me know. I have the BRB screen ready.
Yeah. All right. So with that, however, I think it is time to get back into the Curse of Strahd. All right.
Why does Amaris have PP20 next to her name?
Passive Perception 20.
Passive perception.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Should we add that?
Up to you guys. You can have it. You don't have to, but you can leave it there for my sake. I know Amaris has the highest, so that's why it's like, okay, as long as I can see the highest, it's pretty great, but it's good for individual as well. Keep it up for you guys.
I'll put it.
All right.
But go ahead. While we're typing.
Okay. Last session, we met with our heroes for the first time. A band of soon-to-be adventurers grouping together from different walks of life in different places. Some from the Swords Coast, some not. They all met together in a little town called Fethrin. A town where Thorn was the captain of the guard in particular. Him and Aknev had been there the previous night. Something happened between the two of them, still yet to be discovered. But they began there while our others, Eileen, Maro, and Amaris, ended up traveling and just ending up in Fethrin. After some short hijinks inside of a bar, there was an explosion. A loud boom outside. The town hall had been hit, and a close friend of Thorn had been buried underneath rubble. Goblins and a hobgoblin that apparently was under duress decided to attack the town of Fethrin themselves. Making quick work of them, however, the party had no problems eliminating the threat. Finding out soon also, thanks to Eileen, that the hobgoblin was ill of mind, as they had what she knew as a brain worm lodged inside his head, eating him and corrupting him to eventually being killed. Well, not by the brain worm, but he was going to be. Thorn, Amaris, and Aknev rushed to the building, however, to save Marissa, getting there in time as she was buried underneath the rubble, bringing her back to the bar, and to have Gareth help them restore her back to full health. After a quick moment, she thanked you all. She wanted to repay you, but she could not. The night proceeded. A little celebration of life was held at Bolo's Quiver, the tavern that you all met in. You all attended, you all ate, drank, had your fill, played some games, until Thorn came to you with a proposition that him and Marissa had come up with. For 3 gold each, you would all travel to Daggerford with him to help gain supplies that he needs to both repair the damages that were done to the town hall, but along with that, to get more supplies that were destroyed in the explosion as well. You all agreed, had a night, slept. Prank was pulled, where unfortunately, Morrow, you woke up to find a hit me sign on the back of your armor that you are currently wiping off this morning as we are starting.
I don't have time to wipe this off.
And with that, you all are in Fethrin. It is early morning, and you all have a job to do. What would you all like to do?
I think Eileen is gonna pack up whatever she needs necessary. Try to compact the pelts as much as she can into her pouch, and whatever she can't carry, she'll offer to sell it.
Got it. With just the 2 wolf pelts, you wouldn't have too much of an issue. And Amaris, you are there with Eileen as well, as you both are sharing the House of Thorn that he gave up to you two for staying for the night. So you both are in there. That is this house, by the way. So I'll just move it
Okay.
there, here, and then you're in the barracks.
Which case, just get up, start preparing, put on the armor, that sort of thing. Get myself ready to go out for the day, and then once I'm fully ready, just waiting for Eileen to be ready as well.
Eileen will get ready quicker than you because she only has the leather, and she just needs to pack up some small pelts. So it'll take you a bit longer. You'll have to wait or she'll have to wait for you. If you want to, Eileen. It's up to you.
Maris, do you need help?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Just need to pop the armor as well.
If you take too long, I'm gonna help you.
Right. I'll be quick.
She just waits by the door.
All right. Morrow. You just got up. You're starting to clean off the hit me sign.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
After I clean this off, I'm gonna get up, see if I can get something to eat. As far as that, I gotta get breakfast before we travel. Go down and see how's going on.
Gotcha. All right, so you can head over to Bolo's Quiver then. Aknev?
Hello.
Hello. What are you doing?
Aknev would have woken up pretty early and just been sitting down having a few drinks himself. Nothing much fancy.
Mhm. Okay. Thorn, you wake up inside of the barracks bed, and you currently kind of see Iskal still kind of at the desk. You see him just kind of fiddling with something in front of him.
I'm gonna be like loading up my backpack and everything and start talking to him and say, "Hey, Isco. So we're out of here a little bit. You're gonna be in control of the town. Make
About
sure Marissa doesn't get into too much trouble. You know her. But I don't know. It's all up to you. This is what you've trained for and everything. So I trust this town in your hands."
Don't worry, Thorn. I'll keep it safer. It's just going to be a couple weeks.
Right. Well, yeah. Let's hope. I need to go fix the cart, make sure it's all prepared for us to leave. So I'll leave you to your duties, and I'll wish you luck.
You too, Thorn. I'm going to see you out, though. Don't think I'm not going to be there. I'm just
Of course you will.
You're going to finish up the last of this real quick. As he turns back over, you see him writing something.
Got it. Well, I'll be out by the cart, setting it up if you need me.
See you there. All right. So you all finish up a bit. I'd say, Morrow, you'd be getting out last, just because it would take you the longest to put on your armor to get through. Aknev, if you're just kind of lazing about, then you can come out at the same time as the others. Otherwise, you'd be out first, as you have this to manage. So everyone besides Mara, as you're kind of gathering through, Thorn, you're fixing up the cart. Mars, Eileen, where are you two headed after you're done?
To the cart.
To the cart?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You two see Thorn there already, starting to work, starting to prepare. They're up at the front. You don't have the horse attached to it yet. You're just checking the cart, making sure everything's good.
Got it.
Yep.
I guess I'll look over and see them coming over. Good morning. How'd you sleep?
It was alright. But
It was fine.
Sounds about right. Well, glad you got some rest. It's probably going to be the last little bit that we get, at least a decent rest, until we get to Daggerford.
right. Fair enough.
Do you need help with the cart?
I think I'm all right. Actually, though, if you guys could go find Aknev, make sure he's not getting into any trouble, I'd appreciate it.
Already here.
Morning to you too.
Is the cart over here?
Yep.
Aknev, you didn't get into anything last night, did you?
Nope.
Good to hear.
Is he telling the truth?
Yep.
Roll Deception, Aknev, and then you can roll Insight, Eileen.
It should be just the
yeah.
first one.
So it's just the first one, so 20.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
That yep was hiding something.
I'm just gonna side glance at Thorn and then look at Aknev. You can choose to believe him if you want, but you know, She shrugs.
I don't believe him as far as I can throw him, but I have more important things to worry about than whatever he may have gotten into in town. And as long as nothing's on fire or people aren't dead, I'm not too worried about it yet.
Suppose. Yes, have any of seen the all? We have 4 of us here. Have any seen the 5th?
Morrow?
You have 3 as Occam seems to be walking away right now.
I'm going to look with Bart. I'm going to look with Bart and done.
All right.
Well, in which case we have. Well, then in that case, we have 3 here since Occam just walked off. Has anyone seen where Morrow went? Or if he's accompanying us?
Maybe he's drinking water.
That'd be my best guess too. Or at least, at very least, at the bar. Y'all can go check over there. I'll be fine over here setting things up. If I need anything, I'll come get you.
Right. I'll get right on that. Eventually. I'm just gonna kind of just kind of awkwardly just shuffle off. Clearly doesn't want to go, but is going anyway.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Are you going to Eileen, or are you staying with Thorn?
I'm gonna stay, and even though he says he doesn't need help, I'm going to help regardless, just to make time go by faster.
Of
Okay.
course.
Checking through, you guys can sort of what you'll get for right now. You guys are checking provisions. You guys are checking what you have. You do have a wagon repair kit inside. Very helpful, very necessary. But besides that, you also have provisions. You have a total of, I believe it's, sorry, just making sure. Yep. You guys have roughly 80 days worth of rations inside there in 2 separate barrels.
Will
Not
that
long
be
with-
enough for Daggerford?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Okay, so you're asking Thorn. 80 days worth of rations should be enough for the lot of you to make it to Daggerford. Might need to do something about it on the way back. But, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna acknowledge Eileen staying with me. I'm just gonna nod, but I'm just gonna keep like strapping down the barrels and everything in the cart, making sure everything's all good.
Seeing
Alright.
that nod, she tries to muster up some type of topic of conversation. So, what has kept this town running with you in it?
I
It just
I
seems
honestly
like a lot
couldn't
of
tell
work.
you.
It just seems like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. We settled here about a year and a half ago, roughly. And it's just, I don't know. The times have been hard. Nothing's been easy here, yet for some reason people keep coming and staying. I guess folks decide to put stake in our town. Maybe they see promise. Maybe they see people that they like. Maybe they're trying to get away from something. We don't ask too many questions for those that want to stick around and help, and everybody's been more than helpful. But if you want to know what's kept this town together, I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's Marissa. I don't know if it's the people. It just sticks, and, never look a gift horse in the mouth and all that. Right.
Do I know what used to be here? before this town
Can make a history check.
with my background skill?
Oh, let me check that out real quick. Just make sure.
I'll
something.
ping it if you want.
Sure, go for it, please. I'll give you advantage. Go ahead and roll a history roll.
Okay. 22.
Knowing the location of this land, knowing kind of your already history of maps and what you were setting to, you think about it, but nothing comes to mind. This is near the Troll Claws in particular. This town, you don't think there was anything here. You think this is a completely new settlement. This area is really close to the Troll Claws and would have a lot of trouble from that area. Besides the trolls itself, the wandering goblins, and just a lot of the creatures of the land would be kind of tough to make it out here. This isn't an exact opportune spot in that regard. However, thinking about how it's set on the tradeway, it would be a new good source of respite between where you're going to Daggerford and Triel for a town, if this is actually going to become a town. You know there are still outposts and inns along the way, but this might be a pretty good spot if they can keep away the attacking invaders, monsters, anything like that. But as far as you know, nothing prior was built on this land.
You should make traps.
Along the forest edge.
Bigger traps as well. There's goblins and also trolls that would definitely help this town from not getting smashed as it looks like right now.
Right. I mean, like I mentioned yesterday, we're no stranger to attacks. I fought a troll here before, but usually they ride us off. The goblin attack yesterday was an outlier of incidents. It's usually bandits that think they can take advantage of things, somebody on the run from a higher town, a higher place, and thinking that they can get through here unscathed. And they ask too many questions or threaten too many people. It's honestly not as crime-ridden and horrible as it comes off as, but we have a share of problems, just like any village along this tradeway.
Not yet, at least.
Well, right. I mean, I guess every town has its day coming.
You should be more prepared for it, I guess.
I've tried to be as prepared as I can be.
If you want for a fee, I could try to send in some resources.
That's appreciated. I mean, if you want to do that, we wouldn't turn it down. There's only so much that we can do.
It's a fee, so it's not that I want
right.
to. It's like,
you don't want to, yet you offered.
I see what you're saying. Maybe I do want to. I think this town looks like a dump, but it shouldn't have to be.
Trust me, it's better than it's looked in a long time. But I felt your judgment ever since you came here. And I don't blame you. If I was an outsider coming here, I probably would judge it pretty harshly too, being off on the wayside of the trade path and in between, I don't know, grander things. We do what we can. And, when we got here, it was nothing. So coming here and in a year and a half having as much progress as we have now is rather impressive, I'd say so myself. Most places being around that long don't even have buildings up. And even though one of our buildings now has a giant hole in it, I still think we're doing pretty good.
I apologize if I seem negative. I call what I see.
Right. You don't talk to people very often, do you?
No.
Yeah. When you're here and have been doing the things that I've been doing for a while, you talk to too many people. So I understand your hesitance, especially in a place that you've never seen, that you don't know anybody. So I get it. I take no offense, although I may have at first, but I understand.
All right. And then she just continues helping.
All right.
Morrow, you were the first inside of Bolo's quiver, and you were told just to wait a moment as Gareth kind of came to the front as he heard you. It's like, I was expecting you guys to just give me like 5 minutes. And then he's going in the back. He's been there for about 3, and as that's happening, you hear the door swing over, and Octave steps inside.
They're looking for you.
Why? Come to steal my cards again?
No, let's still tell them they're looking for you. We're about to leave.
I see. No time for breakfast, eh?
You can eat on the cart.
Hey! What was that guy's name?
Gareth.
Gareth.
God, dude.
Gareth,
Yeah?
get my food to go.
Oh, all of yours?
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be just another minute.
Alright. Am I to assume that the message on my armor was from you?
You can assume many things. I don't know what you're talking about, though.
Okay. Alright. I see this is gonna be that kind of journey. Look, I don't know what kind of games you're playing here. But don't take my cards. Don't mess with my equipment.
Maybe. Maybe not. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll leave you to do your thing and drink your water. I'm gonna walk out. Oh! Morris, yes.
Just going to simply walk past, look at Morrow, and say, once you're ready, we'll be waiting by the cart a little ways away from here, Morrow.
Got it.
Then he's simply going to return.
As you're kind of still heading out, Gareth kind of pops out. And he has 2 plates on him at the moment. The 3 will be here in a sec. They're in the back. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm not here to grab some deed. I was here to let Morrow here know that we're waiting for him.
Got it.
Okay. Oh, go ahead, sir.
Just gonna grab my plate.
Here, I'll get you the rest of the food. I'll leave it out right here. After you're done with the plates and the utensils, just leave them next to where you guys are gonna leave the cart. Okay? I'll pick them up on I get over there.
All right. I suppose.
Good luck out there.
Same to you. And then just leaves.
Alright.
Well, isn't she the talker?
Gonna grab my plate to go, Blade, and just
There's 2 plates right there if you want them. And Gareth is bringing out more.
Yeah. All right.
I forgot one thing to do.
All right. Yeah. Just gonna take the 2 plates.
Okay.
I might have turned down a plate. I'm gonna go.
All right, take the 2 plates there. Eileen, you said you had forgotten something to do.
My
Did you need-
panties.
Again with. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, they're expensive. They're hard to come across. So she's gonna go down to the barracks, I think.
Thorn did mention that they put them in evidence yesterday, so that would probably be in barracks.
She'll
You move
just
fast.
she'll just like make a fist and put it in her palm of her hand and say, "That's right. I'll be right back." And then she'll put down like a cart or a crate or something and head down to the barracks.
Gotcha. While you're doing that, in the order of Amaris and Aknev kind of coming up back to the cart, Maro, you're coming, but with a little bit of food.
Mm-hmm.
I can't come back to the cart yet.
Oh, you don't go back to the cart? Where do you go instead?
I'm just walking around until we're ready to leave.
Okay. Okay. Well, then, Amaris, you would arrive there first. You see Eileen walking past you, and Thorn still at the cart.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of just take a seat, just kind of wait a little bit. Maybe like clean off a bit of armor, maybe clean off the shield. Just kind of look for something to do to make this less awkward.
I'm gonna look over at Amaris, who is now being painfully awkward, and I can tell. You need something, Amaris.
Oh,
Can I
what?
help you?
Oh no, I don't. I just cleaning, and
Mhm.
preparing, just waiting.
Right.
That
Yes,
that sort of thing.
I can see that. Yeah. I'll give you something to do. You want to help me get the horse? Get him hooked up?
Sure. Where would that be at?
Where was it, Blue? You said he was over at the stables or something?
For the horse?
Yeah.
Yes, the horse is over at the stables in the backyard. You guys
Okay.
have currently 3 horses, and actually, Marissa said she'd bring the horse to you.
Oh, she said she'd bring the horse to us?
Yeah, she said it. Yeah, it was in a conversation you two had the night before.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just say that I forgot about that for the sake of it. We'll go walk over there anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. Horse is down at the stables. Yeah, we can go down there.
All right.
As you guys are saying this, Maro, you arrive with 2 plates of food at the cart.
And start eating. So I see we're heading off. A little early, isn't it?
I wouldn't necessarily call this early. This is usually I usually wake up earlier when it comes to training with my brothers and sisters and the like. We usually wake up before the dawn. Well, not before the dawn, but before the sunrise. So it's rather late for me.
Mara, aren't you a knight? Aren't you used to waking up early?
Alright. Okay. I'm sorry about that. My sister was about to bust in and ask me something. Back to where I was. I am a warrior. Time has no meaning to me.
Right. I forgot you referred to yourself as death when we met you.
I'm dead already.
You mentioned, but you mentioned that it's a bit too early. If time means nothing to you, well, how would this be too early?
It was a rhetorical question.
Was it a question?
When I said it was a bit too early, it was a rhetorical question.
Answer.
All right, I'm just gonna get a card. I have no time for this.
Oh, you're confusing, man.
Sorry.
Right. I'm just. I'll just head out to go get the horses.
Yes, let's. Morrow, don't drink all the water on the cot.
No promises.
Great.
Water is the life which we drink.
I guess Morris and I will walk off to go down to the stables.
As you are doing that, Eileen,
Yes.
you are in front of the barracks.
Yep.
All right.
Going in.
All right. Open the door. It's not locked. Going on in. You see a familiar face of Iskall behind a desk as he just kind of puts his head over the front of the desk. There's a little wall in between you two, and you can only just see the top of his head. Oh. Hello.
Hi, my undergarments are in evidence and I need them back.
What?
My undergarments are in evidence and I need them back.
Oh, those were yours. Oh, okay. Got you. Here you go. As he opens up a drawer, pulls them out, tosses them to you.
Thanks. Takes them and she goes to the river to clean them.
All right. Okay. He'll get back to his work. You don't say much. He didn't say much. You can go to clean him pretty easily. And let's see. What's your passive perception? Nope. All right. So, Morrow, are you just sitting now on the cart eating your breakfast?
He's not here.
Oh, he's not?
He's
My apologies. Yeah, that is exactly what he's
now.
doing. Yeah. All right. All right. Octave, what are you doing right now? Are you heading
I'm
to the cart
coming
again?
back with a plate of food and water.
Okay. Just one?
I'll bring 3. Why not for everyone?
Okay. Fair enough. No one was going to grab him. I was going to do a thing where Gareth pops out with 3 plates again, looks at the empty place, and goes, oh. Glad that didn't have to happen. All right. Bring the rest of the food to the cart.
You know,
All right. Amars.
carrying this is kind of hard.
But I'm down.
I'm not at the cart yet. Now I'm here.
He leaves plates of food for you guys.
I'm going to investigate the food before I eat it.
Yep.
All right. Do an investigation check. As far as you can tell, this food has not been touched or changed in any way past the point of just regular cooking. You kind of dig into it with the fork already, try to see on the inside if there's something deeply embedded, if there was a small mark of puncturing, anything. Nothing to you? Nothing suspicious, at least.
And the drink?
That one for me.
Yeah, that was a singular cup, unfortunately. He did not bring a pitcher.
Got it.
Yep. All right.
The
As
antidote's in the water.
All right, roll a constitution save. No, I was kidding.
Laxative!
All right. Amaris and Thorn, as you both head to the barn, you guys enter in actually as Marissa is heading out. She currently has a horse right behind her, a fairly large draft horse, colored completely in black. And she's kind of pulling, come on. She's just holding on to the rein right now. Just come on, follow me. And she kind of turns around to see both of you two. Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Hey, Marissa.
So, here's your horse. As she kind of
Thank you.
just passes over the reins. About last night. You were the one to, as she pointed to you, Mars, you were the one to help me out, correct? You pulled out the stake from my leg.
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you again for everything that you did. And I wish all of you a safe journey. I hope this hasn't spoiled your appetite of Fethrin. I hope we all get to see you again soon. All of you. You and your friends.
Well, if I don't mind coming back here. It's definitely different from where I come from. So it's a nice change of pace that I definitely enjoy. So next time I have free time, I'll be sure to stop by.
Please do. Welcome you anytime.
Thank you.
All right. Here, actually, are you good with horses?
Not. I haven't really tried. So.
Well, there's always time. She hands you, and she actually passes over to you the reins instead of Thorn. If you can go put that at the cart, I just need Thorn for 1 second.
All right.
All right.
Just gonna try to lead the horse over to the cart.
All right, do an animal handling check for me, please.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Let's go!
11.
Okay. It's a big horse. It takes a second for you to actually start getting it to like follow and to kind of lead you. And you're worried about using a little too much force, but it's nowhere near enough. And then you feel Marissa's eyes on you as you're kind of like going through and taking a second. and then you tug a little bit harder, and the horse begins to follow a little more. You're making it to the cart.
Yeah.
You're doing well.
Okay. Thank you. She turns back to you, Thorn. So
You're gonna hit me again?
I'll think about it.
Great.
First things first. Here you go. She passed you a piece of paper.
Take it. What's this?
All the provisions, all the supply we need, all the requests, and for paperwork from her that may have been destroyed that we need back.
Right.
Listen. I'm sorry for hitting you last night,
It's fine.
but you're kind of being a dick.
I know.
And the whole attack made me a little flustered. But I do want to say this. I appreciate everything that you've done to teach me. Last night I actually felt like I was a little in charge, and I think I understand a little more how to better help this town thanks to you. Thank you so much. Anyways, here's a map. She's going to immediately force another piece of paper onto your chest. harder though, and as you can immediately see it, you can tell it's a map of the area that you guys keep.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And you're a good leader, Marissa. You'll do well while I'm gone. And this will probably be, I don't know. I've been gone a couple times, but after last night, this will probably be your first true challenge as leading this town. But I trust you. You and Iskall have this down. And if for any reason I didn't make it back, I know Fethrin's in good hands with you guys.
Don't say that.
I have to be prepared. You know how it is out there.
You're gonna make it back. You've gone to Daggerford before.
Right. Well, in any case, I appreciate the map, and I'll give the Duchess your wishes.
You do that. So, about that Ahmed.
What about him?
He's coming with... Wasn't he incarcerated yesterday? I heard a little bit of what happened.
Yes, he was, after a scuffle, we'll say, the night before. Yeah, Iskall and I imprisoned him, and told him he could leave if he cleaned some graffiti off of Bolo's quiver, and as we were doing it, obviously, you know what happened next.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just keep an eye on him and keep your britches close.
Right. Well, I'm not one of the ladies, so I feel like I'm not in danger of that. However, I don't know. Ognev doesn't seem like that bad of a person. More just playing jokes at the wrong time. He did save us yesterday from that second bomb going off. And without that, Amaris would have died. Good chance I probably would have at least been seriously hurt as well. So he's not all bad. Still don't trust him, though.
I trust your judgment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just finish up something. I'll see you off, though. Don't worry. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. I'm going to make sure that horse hasn't dragged Amaris off.
You do that. She kind of turns and starts, walking away. What's your passive perception? 11?
Yeah.
You don't see it, but as you turn away to go back to the cart, she turns back, looking at you.
Aww.
And heads back inside. Okay.
You're 3 HP, bro. That was left in the comment. What you mean?
Amar, you're pretty hurt.
I'm talking about that. I was talking about the whole horse dragging me along. I don't have the strength of a commoner.
Oh yeah.
Well, listen, it was because we noticed it took you a minute to get the horse under control.
That's because I suck at animal handling.
That's why we're gonna make sure it didn't drag you away.
Amaris, you arrive at the cart with the horse.
All right.
Got you some food if you want it. This is good.
Just gonna kind of nod my head at that, and then just all right. Now, if I remember how brothers and sisters would attach horses to carts, and attempt to set up the horse to the cart.
All right. Make a...
Can I help
Yes,
you,
you can.
please?
Yes, you can. Does anyone have proficiency in land vehicles?
I do.
Thank God.
Okay. Well, since you aren't there just yet, and they're kind of starting to attempt this, I need... I'll allow the advantage. I'll need a animal handling check. No, actually, no advantage. Sorry, not animal handling check. A land vehicle check using your... Sorry, my brain is stopping. Using your dexterity. Both of
Come
you
on.
roll. Both of you roll once, no advantage.
Wait, come on, you know what to do, don't you?
So it's a
This-
D20 plus 3?
It would be a
Hard to
d20
get
plus
started.
your dex, and if you have proficiency in vehicle, land vehicles.
Can I just have Okay, never mind.
I did not mean to roll that. Oh
Whoa.
god, no. Fuck.
Jeez.
I take the first one, 16. Your dex is 3, so 19.
19, yeah.
Okay,
My
and
bad,
Here I
sorry.
go.
I'll take the 19.
Eh.
All right. Amars is having a little bit of trouble keeping the horse still and putting all the bindings on, but Eileen, with your help, it becomes pretty easy to just buckle set, attach the harness to the horse. Everything's working out fine.
I could add the D20 or the D6 to that roll.
Yeah, let me finish talking. Go ahead, though.
Do you want to say something?
Oh, it's too late. You really wrote. Go ahead, though.
I will say you could add it since Aknev did definitely say to do it beforehand. Aknev, how did you inspire, if I may ask?
I was gonna be like, you might want to make sure the horse doesn't get a little riled up. Maybe give it a little strokes on the pen. You know, just kind of general manage from a distance while eating food.
As you are hearing this from him and you're going through, it makes you want to finish this even faster and quicker, just because you don't want him
I'm
to be
annoyed.
quiet about it.
I'm
But
so
it's surprisingly giving you inspiration to do so. Very little, but that's 20 now. The full set 20.
It's like a minor annoyance. It's like, god damn it.
Just let me finish. Just let me hurry up. It worked out. You guys secure it, and you guys actually think you did a pretty good job. He is harnessed well. It doesn't seem too uncomfortable for the horse, and you actually finish as Thorn is arriving. It was that fast. All right, you're all at the cart now.
Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Thank you, Eileen.
Yeah, sure.
You
alright.
said thank you. Or you're welcome.
Isn't that what I just said?
Technically, yes, but you said, yeah, sure, instead of you're welcome. That means you let them know that's like you understand the thank you.
But did you understand that I mean thank you? She looks at Amaris.
Well, yeah, I did. But then again, I've also known you for a little bit, so
Right.
I'm just gonna be
Thorn!
this. Go down. and back up.
I mean, Captain, welcome back. So the horse is set up and everything.
I see that. Thank you. Appreciate it. With that, we should be good to go. Don't really think there's much else unless you guys have any unfinished business around here. Though I don't imagine you have much.
Or at all.
That too.
Can't say that I do.
Aknev, Mara.
Just enjoying this water. Go on.
Great. Is Morrow still just eating his breakfast so fast? It's almost like he's not even here.
I'm eating my breakfast.
Okay, you're here.
I'm here.
Okay.
You do see 3 other plates also set up. No water, no drink, but there definitely is food there. You do know you have a barrel of water still in the back as well, but
Right.
I'll save it for the trip.
All right. If you guys don't have anything else to do, let's load up.
Okay.
Let's take our leave. We're not going to get to Daggerford any quicker sitting around here.
Right. Let's tackle for then.
as you guys are actually saying that, you hear from roughly over here, coming around a building. Wait! Hold on! One moment. as you currently see a dwarf howling along, coming over to you guys. It is Gareth. All right. He's going to turn and immediately head over to Eileen. Here you are. He has currently a box in hand, wooden material base. It's wrapped at the top, and there is a little white sheet of paper underneath the wrapping.
I didn't
For dinner
order
tonight.
this.
Right. But I gave it to you guys. It's free. It's a little bit of my way of saying thank you. So here you are.
She looks at it, takes it. You're welcome, and thank you.
We'll work on it.
Marsh's just gonna throw a thumbs up.
Thank you, Eileen.
She tries to like muster up the best like smile, but it looks like a confused smirk.
That meat's also cooked, so you're going to want to eat it by tonight.
Who hurt her?
Oh, okay.
Just warm it up by whatever fire you're going to find. That's all.
All right. Nice to meet you. She walks back to the cart.
Nice to meet you too, Eileen. Oh. And he kind of looks at the rest of you all as well. So, good luck to everyone. I wish you well.
Yeah, please.
Keep each other safe.
Right. Good luck to you too.
Thank you. I've learned, thanks to all of you, to keep the the tavern a little more staffed. I'm going to work on that.
Eileen has thumbs up.
Marsh kind of nods her head at that statement.
I'm just gonna kind of like look around at everybody, just like walk up to Gareth and be like, "Thank you, Gareth. You're a good man. Appreciate all the help that you've given us."
Not a problem. Also, it's going to be weird now. I think you might be the biggest talker in that. As he whispers a little closer to you, might be the biggest talker in the group there.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too.
Well, I'm sure you'll be fine. Pat you on the back.
Right. Yes, I'll find something to talk about. Anyways, you take it easy, Gareth. I hope the staffing finds you well, and I hope there's not too much trouble while we're gone.
Same to you. May your roads be clear.
Thank you.
As he's kind of saying that, you see... Oh, go ahead.
I have two questions. One,
Sure.
did I hear that? And if not, did I see their faces as they're kind of having that personal chat with one another?
Because of the feet. You would have at the very least seen it, but I'm pretty sure with your past perception, the whisper wasn't quiet enough to avoid your keen ears. And yeah, you heard him. You heard what he said.
Fair enough. I will remember this.
All right. As you are remembering this, and he's backing up from you, Thorn, you see Iskall and Marissa also coming up from behind. Iskall coming up a little bit behind Gareth, and Marissa now coming from behind a tent, essentially, to over here.
So, come to see us off, have you?
Well, of course. Got to make sure that you don't, get attacked 20 feet out of town. Who would save you then?
Right.
Marissa speaks up. If you all decide to come back with Thorn, we'll also include a meal when you arrive. Have something ready for you, okay?
That sounds good. But you don't. Well, at least for me, you don't need to. It's
No, it's fine. We're ready for you, and we owe you guys. This is a way of saying thanks from our town.
If she doesn't want it, I'll take a share. And more meat next time.
Aknev.
I just offered the solution to the problem.
Get on the cart, Aknev.
I'm on the cart.
Amaris and Eileen, you see Marissa grit her teeth a little bit after he said that.
just gotta say it's honestly don't worry too much about it. Don't worry too much. At least for me, I will. I was just doing my part I was doing my part as a cleric is all. Nothing more, nothing less.
You helped the town. I don't think that's anything part of any church's askings. You did that of your own free will. So I'm doing this of my own free will. I'm forcing Gareth to make you food. As Gareth kind of just turns over to her with just like a, yeah, I'll yeah.
That's all of us, right? We all get food, right?
It's on the house for a second time. No, third. Oh my goodness.
Shit. They really must like her, don't you think?
I mean, if you guys are low on resources, I don't think you should spend them on new people.
Well, as Gareth pops up, most of the food actually is some of the stuff that you brought from yesterday. So it's nothing that we got ourselves. And Iskald chimes in. Besides, the food shortage won't happen anytime soon. We're about to start planting crops after you all arrive back with the resources.
Oh,
You might want to go check on this, by the way.
The resources?
Oh, the crops.
We haven't stopped. Is the field?
she's gonna turn
he-
to look.
He looks at you really quickly, observing. Okay. I'll get on that. He kind of just like immediately turns back though, but he's gonna stay to see you guys off still.
Turn back. After just turns back. Right.
If you need an extra short sword, Amaris, let me know.
I have a dagger and a mace, and
I know this. If
Well-
you need an extra one, let me know.
I'll let you know.
Anyways, Iskald pipes up. You guys better get going. If you guys keep this up too much longer, you're gonna be delayed.
And we'll be here for lunch. Let's go.
Careful, Eileen. They may make it free.
Ooh, that'd be
She
nice.
furrows her eyebrows in concern.
We call that a joke in the industry, Eileen. Don't worry.
I gotta just smirk and then go back to like petting the horse.
I'm gonna line up in the back of the cart, leaning against the corner.
I guess I'll get into the driver's seat since I have the proficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
As we'll be leaving, Akna would be on the back of the cart, like, you know, like the end of like a really sad movie, and they're waving goodbye. Like, goodbye.
Get a tissue.
I throw tissue into the air, but actually, it's not a tissue. It's minor illusion, because I can't afford the tissue.
You have a silver
Right.
awarded tissue.
Like, no, I can't. How dare you? Like, that's my livelihood.
And then as he's making that scene, I'm going to take one of the boxes, and I would like to check to see if there's anything inside of them.
One of the barrels that's there?
No, like one of the boxes, the meal boxes. Like and check to see if there's not
Oh,
any like
the only
making sure there's nothing foreign in there.
you have 2 barrels worth of food.
No,
There's no
not the
mailbox
not the.
besides the one Eileen has.
Oh, I thought that there's 3.
Oh, there's
I
3
thought that-
plates. There's 3 plates.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I wanted to grab one of the plates and like check the
Investigation.
plate itself.
You guys were
Miles,
weak.
you
Can I-
shithead! I can't believe you.
Oh,
Can I just kind of like not? Can I just look at it at face value and then not have to go through and investigate? Maybe.
Not in this case.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope you
Investigation.
roll that.
Here I go.
Damn.
It's full of poison. Deadly nightshade. No. It's absolutely fine meal. Made
I've
well.
done nothing.
You don't see anything inside of it. There's untouched. It's untouched. There's just your standard meal. You have nothing to worry about. Aknev did not do anything to this, but yeah, no, actually, no buts. You got a natural 20. It's fine, completely fine.
I've done nothing. I did nothing wrong.
Right. Just gonna eat it carefully.
It's fine. As I'm assuming you guys are now departing, then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Then, with Gareth, Iskal, and Marissa over where you are, as you guys have now taken the horse, you're going forward. You're riding out of Fethrin, heading over to the Tradeway. They wave goodbye to you. They can't wait to see you all again, believe it or not.
Even me?
Maybe.
Yes. That's what I
But
on the road again.
you've left an impression on this town. And you feel a general sense of thanks. All right. You all head out, and you're starting to head up onto the Tradeway. And luckily, you have a map.
Lucky for us.
Here you go.
Are we allowed to draw on this map?
You are allowed to draw on this map if you'd like.
Okay, that
We have a map.
Currently, you all are right here,
Ooh.
right above the trade calls.
So,
You see this map currently as your main pathway is along the Tradeway. It is to go up here. I will give you your marker. Your current plan is to head up the Tradeway and through everything till you can reach even farther up. Daggerford.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys have a long ways to go. But you have rations for it. You have time. Everything should be fine. I do need to know, where is everyone on the wagon?
I'm driving.
Of course.
back of the bus for me.
There are two seats up at the front if people wish. 4 of you could be in the cart itself. Some could be walking alongside the cart. It's up to you guys. There are 2 open seats in the back, one into the looking at the back, one in the middle, 2 in the front as well, and then 2 in the front seat as well. So you have space.
I think Eileen is gonna be walking outside of the cart
Mhm.
and like making sure that nothing attacks her, and if they did, she would warn them.
Could I, hypothetically speaking, lie down on top of the cart?
It's a cloth set cart on the top. You could, but you need to be careful so that you don't damage it. If you were there for a while or if it was raining, that would be a problem. If any of your daggers, if you turned over and your dagger rips it, could be some issues. Possible though.
I'll wait on that for later. I'll just be in the back of the cart.
Okay. Heading out, looking at the back. Got it.
I'll be at the front.
Front seat or front of the wagon?
Front of the wagon.
Okay. So you're not next to Thorn, but you're right behind him.
Yep.
All right. Morrow.
I am going to, as far as that, I'll sort of be towards the middle.
Okay, you're in the middle of the wagon. You're with the provisions.
Is that in the? Oh wait, the middle is not really out front.
Nope. There is the front seat, the front of the wagon, middle of the wagon, and back of the wagon.
Okay, let me actually get in the front seat actually because I need to be out. I need to be outside.
So you and
Okay.
Thorn
Shotgun?
got it. You and Thorn up in the front. All right. So you guys are starting right here. You guys are, as far as everyone knows, pretty much everyone here has traveled up and down the tradeway. Most of you know the way up north for the tradeway. It's not too hard of a road to follow. Does anyone need to do anything before making your way there, checking a path, anything?
Well, like I said, I just want to make sure no wolves or bandits or any hostiles of the sort would attack the cart. Just
Yeah,
along
you'll
the
make-
way.
You will make a perception check as we move on. You'll be
Okay.
the main one. And Thorn, you are going to be driving, so I will be asking you to roll when we do that as well. Does anyone else want to do anything?
I'd probably also be looking out, making sure there's it's nothing kind of sneaks up on any of us as well.
All right, you'd be heading out, doing that in the front way. All right, Maro, Aknev, anything or no? Just chilling in the cart.
You know what? I'm just gonna chill.
Okay.
They'll get what happens later. I'll chill for now.
All right, Maro.
I'm a little confused.
You're on the cart. You're on the cart right now. Wait, is that what your character's doing, or is that you?
As far as as far as that, that is just me as far as that. But what I'd be doing is, I guess, since I'm on the cart out in the front, this is the time. I'm gonna pull out my weapon and just be on guard. I'm actually gonna be napping. Gotta pretend.
Got
I
it.
gotta look like I'm on guard.
I gotta put the fear in them, so you know I'm ready.
Just roll a d20 for me.
How hard do you nap?
That is a 14.
Thank you. All right.
That's a hard nap.
You will not fall out of the cart while you're asleep.
Oh,
All right.
That would be funny.
You are on the front seat, but yeah. All right. So he naps. All right. Then you guys are beginning your journey north on the tradeway. Those that are going through, please make your perception checks. Thorn, are you traveling at a fast speed, normal speed, or slow speed?
I'd say probably a normal speed, so to get the most distance and not exhaust the horses.
Got it.
Or the horse.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good perception.
I
Yeah.
rolled a 24 on my perception.
Yeah. Wow.
I got a 23.
Okay.
Anyone trying to get in? Trying to sneak up on us?
Okay. On your first day of travel and just leaving Fethrin, you have actually a fairly relaxing day. Those of you on the cart do relax a bit, get a little bit of shut-eye, some of you, others of you just relaxing in the back of it. Both of you keeping eyes out. You do tend to spot the occasional critter just moving a little bit to your left side on the hills more so. But as far as it's going, as you're trying to watch out for the right side of the high moors, you know there's many dangers when traversing it. You don't actually see too much, neither of you. It's fairly barren. It's fairly empty. You are good for the first day and can actually make it to night with no problem.
A big sleep.
All right. You guys can set up camp for the night if you'd like.
Yep.
Or if you'd like to try to push on a little more, it's up to y'all what you want to do.
Oh,
Set up that good old camp.
Oh, and
camp.
and by the way, there was no challenges, so I didn't make you roll for the cart. And I took your passive, which was your dex plus your proficiency, because I know you have it. So you were fine. Just so you know, for riding.
okay.
Mara, you fell asleep a bit.
Yep.
You weren't asleep for the whole journey, but you fell asleep for a good amount of it.
Okay, that's good. All right.
Yep. All right.
I just typing in fast. I'm being called. I'm sorry.
Okay. So would you guys like to set up camp for the night, or would you? Sorry, I didn't hear from earlier.
Set up camp.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't.
You guys go through, and you do see. I forgot to mention this earlier, but in the back they did actually pack 3 tents for you guys.
Sick.
Awesome.
Cool.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother! All right. So you guys start setting up your tents, putting the wagon off to the side, tying the horse to a nearby tree that you can. Everything's going good. And Eileen, you remember the meal box that Gareth had given you guys?
Yeah. Does that meal box have a note on it?
It did have a note on it, yes.
In private, she wants to read it.
All right. Well, here you go then. Let me give you view to the note. Here you go. Should be in your inventory. Check it out. Would you like to read it aloud, or for me to read it, or do you want to just keep it to yourself for now?
I'm going to read it by myself.
Okay.
She's gonna cook it. She's not proficient, but she'll cook it.
All right. So Eileen has a meal box for you guys, and she wants you guys to set up a little bit of a fire here, so we can just warm up the meat, as most of it's already kind of cooked and set.
Dope, dope.
All right. As you guys all open up the box, you can see that the meat is already actually rather cooked. You have your slabs. You have a little bit of side of some mushrooms actually as well. Not only is this kind of all set up pretty well, all you have to do is just warm it up, and you know that that's just to help out yourself to make sure the food is more digestible, no real issues, no tummy aches, etc. Kind of thing.
Oh, dope. In which case, while that's being set up, again, like similar to last night, just kind of find like the highest place there, like highest place area that I can find, maybe in like the trees or something, and do my both nightly prayers.
Without getting too far away from the campsite that you're already in, it would have to be a tree. As you are still on like a very hilly area, it's just the fact that to go out to the hills, you probably have to go out about 800 feet.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go out that far. I'll just pick a tree and climb it.
Understood. All right. So, right before you do that, you guys warm up the food. If Eileen, if you're cooking it, could you please do cooking tool proficiency and wisdom for me?
Oh god, it's just gonna be a wisdom roll.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll it as wisdom, but it's cooking tools.
This is not a hard DC. You are just warming up preheated food.
That one.
13.
Oh, you're okay.
And you still did a good job too. You all for tonight actually have a very good meal. It's mostly reheated, so it's a little bit chewier than you'd like, but it is currently wolf meat and mushrooms. Yeah, so I'll just say it. Wolf meat and mushrooms cooked in whiskey marinade from earlier. So this is a very, very, very delicious meal that you don't get to have too often when on the road like this. You all kind of savor it a bit. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hey, Amaris.
Yes?
What did the guard say to his belly button?
I don't know what.
You're under a vest.
she just kind of looks at you with a like, tries to keep a straight face, but like tries to like smile because like she acknowledges the joke, but then also at the same time is also trying not to like look bothered by the joke either, and just says, "Well, that's it's a nice joke. Where where'd you where where'd you learn that one?
I got advice.
Ah,
Was it funny?
um, to I can see how it can be funny. I personally didn't. I get it. I just didn't find it funny in a sense.
Oh,
Maybe try asking Morrow or Active or even the captain. Maybe they'll get a laugh out of it.
okay. Maybe. I'll try it. She like looks at the note again, like furrows her eyebrow and like trying to like reread it again, folds it back up, and then puts it back in her pocket and tries to go to one of them.
All right. Do you want to just random?
Yeah, random.
All right. Here. D4. That would be Thorn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hey, Thorn, Captain
Uh,
thing.
Thorn is over at the cart right now. As you find him in there.
Yes. Yeah. What's wrong?
No, nothing. What did the guard say to his belly button?
What?
You're under a vest.
Did Gareth tell you that joke?
How did you know? She
Because-
takes out the note and like looks at it.
I'm no sorcerer or mind reader, but Gareth tells awful jokes. But they are funny in how awful they are.
Oh, they're bad jokes.
Bad jokes are a good thing, Eileen.
But if it's bad, then how can... I'm so confused. Did you
It was
laugh?
bad.
Did you like it?
I did laugh. I did like it because I realize it's a bad joke. People like bad jokes because they're bad. I know it sounds backwards, but trust me, you'll get the attention of people who like to smile and laugh, at least, with jokes like that.
She like looks to the side for a bit, looks like as if she's thinking. Folds up the note and then walks to the next person.
All right. Odds even. Odd even. Morrow.
Right.
Morrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did the guard say to his belly button?
What?
You're under a vest.
Ah. Ah. Is that
Quiet wind whistles between you two.
Is that all?
She walks on to the next person.
Oh my god!
Just off the left.
Finally.
Aknev.
Yes, Eileen. Oh, you're not gonna hit me, right?
What did the guard say to his belly button?
What did the guard say to his belly button?
You're under a vest.
You tried something new here.
Perhaps. Is it working?
I'm laughing more at the attempt than the joke, but
Oh.
wait. Before you leave, do you think it's funny?
I thought it was the most hilarious thing ever.
You need to show that when you see the joke. Now watch this. Eileen, what did the god say? I didn't remember the joke and I'm already laughing. If you believe it, and you make others know you believe it, joke becomes way funnier.
Can you give me an example?
And I looks over at someone. Who do I see in my vision right now, Mr. DM?
I guess technically, since you're actually at the campsite, the closest person to you would be Morrow. You can still see that Amaris is in the tree and Thorn is checking on things in the cart, but that's about it.
You kind of looks up into Mars. How high is she up?
If she was climbing the tree, I guess she'd be up there by now. I'm gonna say she's about 15 feet up.
And she failed it without hurt her?
Yeah.
How bad?
Oh my god.
You're thinking like enough to anywhere between a bruise to possibly a sprained ankle.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah, she's perfect. Watch this.
Oh, no.
I'll kind of look over the Mars and like, Mars, you up there?
Just kind of stops, like mid-prayer, just kind of looks over.
If you're doing something, I can leave right now. Or
I was in the middle of some prayer, but what do you need?
just a little joke I wanted to tell you. You okay with that?
Does that have anything to do with the god?
Some gods.
I might have already heard it.
Well, here's a joke for you. What did Illuminator say to the Tide Baby?
What?
Sleep.
Okay.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead and roll it. You have to get 11.
Oh my god!
You asked the wrong person. You asked the wrong fucking person to tell you about you.
Okay, now, as what's going on, how close Agnev at this point?
Enough to get the smell off.
He's 15, 20 feet away from you, roughly.
We both fall asleep at that point. Because it hit him first.
I see what you're talking about. Agnev, just roll a general Arcana check just to see if you would have hit yourself or not with that. Because it is pretty close.
That doesn't matter.
Right. Got you. Yep.
Coffee, motherfucker!
Okay. Then yeah. Okay. Okay. You, Amaris, as he says the joke, you ponder it for almost half a second, but everything kind of fades. You don't suddenly care too much about the joke or consciousness as you just slip into a sleep and suddenly are woken up. You take 3 bludgeoning damage as you fall out of that tree.
Jesus.
And land on your back first.
Agnev already walking back to Eileen. And that's how you make a joke.
That's awful. That was an awful joke. That wasn't a joke.
That's funny.
She walks over to Morris. I don't think I want to tell you jokes anymore.
That's okay. I'll hear him some other time. And I go walk over somewhere else.
Did I notice Amaris falling out of the tree from the cart?
You and Mara would have both heard the fall.
You know what? I'm looking at my stuff and I'm realizing something. Hey, Agnev, I need you to make me a deck save for me.
24.
All right, fair enough. As immediately as you're just walking by, you would have noticed a rather silver flame heading towards you as you narrowly dodge it.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
As you're walking up, you'd see that Amaris's eyes are kind of just glowing, almost glowing a little bit in anger before until he leaves you.
Amaris, are you okay? I didn't think that was funny. I didn't laugh. It wasn't funny.
I didn't find it funny either.
Alright,
Right.
do you want me to watch your back tonight?
If you want to, I think I'll be fine for the most part.
Okay, I think I have to.
As this is happening, I'm gonna be like walking over to them, like tightening the gauntlets on my arms, and I'm gonna like look down at Amaris, look over at Aknev, and just kind of shake my head. None of you need to watch out for anything tonight. I'm gonna take first watch if you guys want to get some rest.
Right.
I'll take a watch after you.
Sounds good to me.
I'll take that.
Guess I'll be taking last watch then. I'm going to need a minute.
Of course.
She begins to get up, dust herself off, and just kind of go behind the tree that she fell out of and take a moment to calm herself down.
Eileen will be on the opposite side of that tree, looking out.
All right.
I'm gonna kind of like, if everybody's kind of getting ready to like turn in and start taking watches, I'm gonna just sit down by the fire so there's at least light around me so I can see what's going on.
Okay. And leaving the fire on just for the warmth and for the light. No problem there.
Yeah.
All right. Amaris.
Yeah.
Take your moments. You take your moments to calm down. Would you still like to do your nightly prayer?
Yeah, once she's fully calmed down, then she would again proceed to climb back up the tree and continue the prayer.
All right. Then, as you begin to do your prayer, you look up. Currently, you would know this as you pay close attention to the cycles. Selune is currently waxing. It's been a couple of days since the last new moon. At this point, you know it's been about 4.
Right.
She's only showing parts of herself tonight, and you try to speak with her, try to connect with her. Do you want to say anything special, or do you want to just leave it to the prayers tonight?
Nothing special at the moment.
Okay. So you just try to connect with her, and you feel the radiance of the moon itself shining on you. Helps calm you down a bit more. And before falling into a trance, you open your eyes again, get down from the tree, and prepare for bed. Okay. As all of you are having this night, I need your watches in your orders. First up,
I'm on
Thorn. Yep, you're on first. We can just do them all now, just to give me a presence. So Thorn, you were first. Eileen, you were second, I believe? Or
Yep.
Morrow? Okay, Morrow, then you were third. And Amaris, you were fourth.
Yes.
Aknev, you're just sleeping through the night?
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Then I need a roll from everyone, please. Give me a perception check. Thorn, you'll be first. Unfortunately, as how the light is, I'm gonna have you to go disadvantage for it. Well, you do have the. I'll give you regular, but you can't see too far out the firelight. So just roll
Right.
regular. Actually. Yeah, roll a perception
All
check.
right.
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
And then Eileen, Morrow, and then Amaris, same to all of you.
11.
Okay.
Alright, 13.
Morrow.
Press perception.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I need it.
Is it not showing up? Oh, there you go. Oh, wow.
Dang.
Hey, Morrow.
23.
All right. And Amaris?
And then
Bow.
he is last.
7.
7. Oh.
Thorn, it's rather actually a calm night. You're going to sleep in the time you normally would, as you don't usually get too much sleep in Fethrin, but being out here with all of them by the firelight, there's much to watch, much to look at. Your time goes by pretty smoothly. Same goes for you, Eileen, as you're just kind of keeping through, checking your note every once in a while. Maybe even repositioning yourself just to look around a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Morrow. Without a hitch, you just keep your eyes around, looking, not missing any single sound, checking to make sure there's nothing, watching, seeing even small shadows go in the middle of the night, but nothing approaches you. Nothing seems to be watching you. The shadows seem to just be little creatures inside. The hills just moving along. Some plain rabbits. Nothing more, nothing less. You kind of take a second, look back up at the stars. And then you go back to your watch. Nothing happens.
What do
Amaris.
the stars-
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was going to ask, what do the stars say?
Make an insight check.
Five.
Unfortunately, your eyes are too focused on watching the camp. This is a new night for you, and the stars feel a little mumbled to you. You're not sure what they're saying tonight. All right. Amaris, on your watch, you actually don't get to see as much as you usually would. You feel distracted. You feel a little off, whether it was the events of last night or actually the events of now as you're looking over at Aknev, just kind of asleep, feeling a bit of that frustration from earlier, but also something's bothering you about the way he sleeps. You think you think maybe you need to calm down again, and it's just keeping you distracted from the watch. All right. With that, all the watches go by, no issues, no nothing. Good morning, everyone.
Hey.
Everyone wakes up, no issues.
What a great first night.
Yeah. One of many. Right.
We just
All right,
pack
I
up.
guess. Now I'm gonna feed the horses a little bit, and brush them off, make sure they're doing good, so we can get ready to go.
All right. Still a singular horse, but got it.
Yeah, I just keep saying horses.
All right. You're on your second day. You started over here, and you've made it to about here.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Wait, time out. Do that again.
You started about here.
Yeah.
You're over here.
It's gonna be man. A solid distance we made, guys.
Speed it
On
up.
the road again.
Go faster.
Oh, it's all right. It will.
Can I ask really quick? Is Aknev awake yet?
By the time you wake up,
He
Yeah.
looks like he's still sleeping.
Can I go over and like kick him to wake him up? Not hard, but just enough to like scare him.
okay. Ahmed,
Huh.
there you go.
Come on, Aknev. We're leaving.
Yep. I go on the cot and go to the back seat and I go back to bed.
All right. Are there going to be any changes on the cart for these next couple of days? Because as most of you know, I would say the people that traverse this the most, I'd say Eileen, Amaris, and Thorn. You all know your closest destination and your closest position would be the Dragonspear outpost outside of Dragonspear Castle.
Got it.
Yes. You think
I mean, I
that?
suppose we'll just keep driving in that case.
Okay. You know that would be probably about another 4 days away.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm not changing, or at least I'm not changing the position or anything, or what I'm doing for the days going by.
depends on how fast the cart is going.
The cart is going at a fairly normal pace. It's making its pace at about per day. You're hitting about 24 miles a day, so it's 24 miles of walking each day, or riding in your case, in some case.
All right, Eileen will stay walking.
Okay. Not too tough for you, thanks to your abilities and your training as a ranger. Going through and checking it. Give me just for all of you, please. Give me your perception checks through the journey that you're going through. I need the two that we're doing it. So I need Eileen and Amaris. I need your two's perception checks. And Thorn, just give me a general dexterity and your land vehicle proficiency combined. Just give me a roll of that.
How do I combine those two?
So you have on your sheet, you have a thing over at the bottom where your skills are. You see you have the ability called vehicle land. You're going to click on it, and on the query, you're going to put it to dexterity. You're going to roll.
Okay. Got it.
Damn.
Wow, you two. Okay.
So I rolled.
Wow.
I rolled
Yo,
23.
perception is crazy. Let's go.
Okay, y'all, it's level 1. You can give me some time to just do some things before y'all get these rolls.
Hey man,
We see
tell
good.
that to the dice.
Hey, yo, dice, you're level 1. You can wait a minute.
Oh, right. Let me.
We see
Alright.
good.
Hold up. I
Uh-huh.
got it.
I'm like Tokyo drifting up here.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. 5.
Well, I was actually gonna ask for your night watch. I'll count that for yours. So I need the night watches again if you guys are gonna keep them in that order. So just next up, Thorn, I need you again for a perception. Then Eileen, then Amaris, unless you guys are changing up who's doing what. Just journey here. Just keep me that.
Let's do
I'll
perception.
keep it the same.
8.
Okay. And we're getting those low rolls now. Hold up.
Alright. 15. Okay.
Yep, 15.
11.
Team, what's going on?
Don't worry, you're
Tired
fine.
at night.
Yeah, it's nighttime. It's tired. Day of
Tired.
travel. Real quick then, is anyone doing anything special along the way? Anyone doing anything? Anyone want to talk to somebody during these 4 days of travel?
I'm gonna mostly keep to myself unless everybody starts talking to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the pan flute. Pretty badly, but you'll play it.
Ugh, Eileen cringes.
Okay.
This is what I call Wonderwall.
Hmm. Does he have any other? Can I see if he has any other instruments on him?
It's the only one.
Yeah, you would see that that's currently the only one on this person that you can see.
Blow him up. Do it.
I'll let it. I'll just try to tune him out for the time being.
Okay. Oh, you actually played pretty well. You're still learning a bit of the notes, and surprisingly, in this one moment, you actually take it to yourself to just breathe in, breathe out, and play. Not like that, and play, and keep your breath measured, keeping it good. You're actually playing so pretty well. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2.
Sure. The choices maybe that you are choosing. The song choices aren't everyone's favorite, but you're playing them well at the very least. Maro, you as well. Is there anything, or are you just gonna be keep catching your Z's, keeping your rest? Anything?
Where I belong.
Just gonna sleep. That's what I do.
I'm just gonna rest and sleep. Got it.
Do see the battle.
Okay. Now, as you all are traveling through your days, the second day goes off. No hitch, no trouble. Relaxing again as you're heading a little bit more towards the hills and getting away from the high moor a bit. You're feeling a bit more calm. It's not as bad as it once was. And the night goes on. Amaris, you do your prayers. You all enjoy a meal. Not as good as the first night, but still well. Relatively quiet amongst all of you. On the third day, it's still fine. Nothing bad. Begins to rain a little bit for parts of it. Just a light drizzle, a light rain. Most of you decide to kind of keep in. Maro and Eileen, are you staying in the cart now as the day as it rains, or are you staying outside? In? Okay.
I'll be out.
Okay. Thorn, you can stay in the front seat. You could move to the back. It would make it a little harder to control the horse, but you could stay back instead, so you're not hit too badly by the rain.
Okay, I'll probably stay more towards the front and everything. I'm probably used to walking out in the rain and patrolling and everything.
Okay. Bless you.
That was
Exactly. Yeah, okay, got it. I was like,
Bless you.
Oh, it's cold, isn't it? Not used to this weather.
What are you used to, Arknev?
Desert, sand, tropical, somewhere in that region.
Why the hell were you anywhere near Fethrin then?
Traveling, looking for stories, looking for people. Look where I found some.
Eileen says under her breath.
Amari's hears.
Yeah, looks like you did.
Anyway, grew up in Fethrin. Whole life.
I kind of like tick my head like nervously.
I'm not
More or
used
less.
against you.
I more or less grew up there. Why?
Just asking.
Hmm.
How about all of you? What did you, grow up in, etc., etc.?
Amar just ignores him.
Don't everybody talk all at once.
Great conversations, all of you. Real fun.
I'm not close with you to tell you where I come from.
That's fine. You can tell them. I can close my ears if that makes you feel better.
Aknev, I don't feel like anybody's really wanting to talk about where they come from. At least, not with you.
Fair, fair, fair. Then how about this? Why do you all travel? Is that something I can know about?
It's my job.
And what job would that be?
Also, none of your concern.
Well, isn't this going in the fun circle?
Agnev, Agnev, my
know
father
what?
was a...
You know what? I'll make it easy on you.
You don't want to hear anyways.
No. I'll make it easy. I'll make it easy on you. Austin's going to point to himself and
That is just enough to put yourself to sleep and nobody else.
Exactly.
All right, Octave passes out on the car.
I stop like mid-story of what I was gonna say and just kind of look at him and be like, all right.
I say we're doing this today.
So you're awake too.
That made it a lot easier.
Amaris, you told me a little bit about your life. You say you come from an order. Where is that?
Order of the Silver Radiance in Nightstone.
Nightstone. I don't think I've ever been out that far.
Well, if you ever get the chance, I'd be willing to. If you ever get the chance, I'll be willing to at least show you around a little bit. I don't really know too many places there, but I at least know where I can get away from all the duties that I have once in a while.
I appreciate it. I'd like to come out there sometime. I don't get out of travel as much as I used to.
It's reasonable with you being a cardinal.
Right. I used to travel all around. As I was telling Aknev before I fell asleep, my father was a hunter and mother was a trader. Father would go out and hunt all kinds of animals during the day and bring them home at night, get the meat, skin them, and mother would sell them. It was, I wouldn't say a lucrative business, but it taught me things, and it had us go around, at least for a while.
Well, I guess it's sort of similar in that my father was also a hunter. Of course, he also hunted exotic things, so most of it we couldn't really eat.
Right. Yeah, I'd say my father was probably more akin to doing the hunting that Eileen does. However, not to the extent.
Right. See.
Look over at Eileen walking. Eileen, what about you? You not telling Aknev where you grew up, or you just not telling any of us?
Can I see him?
In the cart.
Yeah.
Technically, the cart is covered, so at this point you couldn't, but you heard like a thud after he said, "All right then," and then popped out. Plus, you heard Thord say he was asleep. You might hear some snoring a little.
Is there any way to check if he's genuinely interested in where I come from?
Octave
No,
or Thorn?
Thorn.
Thorn. Make an insight check.
15.
15. Are you genuinely interested when you ask this question?
Yes.
He seems sincere about it.
She sort of struggles a bit. My family is a prominent family in the Order of the Gauntlet. Sorry, I forgot the last name real quick. I gotta look it up real quick. I'm sorry, Bert.
You're good. You're good.
Unless here.
If you're looking for the last name of the family,
Yeah. Oh, I got it.
okay.
My last name. I hope I can trust you all not to spread it. Is Harmond.
Almond. Can I roll a history check, see if I know anything about that name?
You can,
All right.
and that is the spelling correct.
11.
To you and your trade routes as you're going through, an 11's not enough. You've heard the last name Harmon before, but there's nothing popping on your head right now other than like, oh, I know this.
All right. The name strikes me as familiar, but can't say I'm too familiar.
You'd be the first. I come from that family, but I refuse to associate with them. So I joined another group to do work that is actually done instead of for face value.
Well, sounds honorable at least.
Maybe. But not with them.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Then
I'm not. I wish them dead.
That's it's pretty strong wishes for family. I can't say I'm too familiar with that, but I have met those who are, so I'm deeply sorry.
I don't need sorry.
Right. Well, I don't have much family anymore. Actually, any, aside from Gareth and Iskal and Marissa.
what happened to them? If I'm able to ask.
The same thing that happens to everybody's parents. You know, they got old, they passed on. I don't have a tragic story of death and betrayal and despair. It was a while ago. Father went off on a hunt, got hurt pretty bad. Injury got infected. He ended up passing on. They had me when they were quite a bit older. And mother assumingly died of a broken heart. By this time, I was already 16, 17 years old, so I was well on my way of doing my own thing and learning how to fight. By this point, I was probably starting to take up a lowly god position in Fethrin.
Well, you're not exactly a lowly god anymore, considering that you're a captain of them.
Right. Yeah.
Captain.
Being a captain has that has its perks, but I'd give it up just to go back to the way things used to be.
Well, that's understandable. And, yeah. I can't say that I know too much about that sort of feeling. Most of my life was taken. Either I was at the church or I was being raised by my family, and that's raised by my family isn't exactly well, it's not as peaceful as being raised by an average family. It's a lot of rigorous training and the like. At least I didn't really have to bear through it alone. At least I had my brother with me, so it wasn't too bad.
You have a brother.
Yeah, I don't really I don't really like speaking about him all too much. Um, it's usually rarely comes up, and the times that it does, it's not really a pleasant experience. It's mostly
Well,
just stories about him. Sometimes it's either stories about him, or maybe it's even stories about. I don't want to get too much into it, actually.
I understand. We all have, well, I said it before, we all have things we'd rather not speak on. But maybe one day.
Maybe.
After I say that, I kind of, like, I don't know, look back and forth between them and just look down at the reins and focus on the road.
Maru, you were awake for that too, by the way, just so you know.
Just listen.
Just listening. Got it. All right. With a moment of sharing and a moment of rest for another, you all make your way through this day. The rain begins to lighten up before you hit camp. It's not too much of an issue. It does take an extra second for the fire to start, as most of the wood was a bit wet, but nevertheless, it was still an easy night for camp.
Since I slept during the day, I feel kind of bad. I'll take third watch. Not a problem, right?
Tomorrow, that would be your watch.
It's whatever. I'll take first.
Okay. Oh, then Thorn, that'd be your watch.
If somebody wants to take my watch, that's fine.
Okay. You get to sleep for the night.
I probably won't sleep much. I'll sit in a tent and kind of clean my weapons and armor and everything.
Got it. As it's also kind of been, I just want to know, there's a 3-tent situation here. How are the tents being divided roughly?
2, 2, 1.
Dibs on the one tent. Already in the mouth. Dibs.
I was actually going to have Thorn mostly kind of sleep outside on or near the cart, just to make sure, like, if anything happened to it, he was there, because he has a bedroll for himself.
Okay, so your bedroll sleeping on the cart.
Yeah.
And that means everyone else, as you're doing a watch, you can just swap tents. So everyone can have their own tent then.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that works. Fair enough.
Except for when Thorn is watching. When Thorn's watching, people have to share. That's about it.
I'll share with Amaris.
Yeah.
All right. Easy for you two. Okay. Then you go on tonight. Can I get your perception roll, please, Aknev? Since you are joining into this, I'm switching your perception.
Right.
Yoo-hoo. I have ass perception.
Idiot. Thirst. I have big over perception.
All right.
I'm,
All right.
I'm fixing my flute. Don't worry.
Yep.
One,
As-
two.
As the night goes on for you, this isn't your thing. This is getting kind of boring. 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 Got a flute. Play for a little bit.
A flute. You know what else I got? Nah. I'll look and sleep for now.
Okay. And the night goes peaceful. Everyone wakes up. Nothing seems to have happened last night. And as some of you instinctually check, as Aknev was one of the watches that last night, but you seem to be fine.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do.
No, get beyond my eye.
You guys are roughly at this part. No more over here. All right. As you start up your fourth day.
So are we stopping by Dragon Spear? We're just gonna go drive past it.
Is Aknev asking this, or are you?
Aknev was asking this.
There's an outpost right outside Dragonspear. We'll stop there and if regain our bearings, and then we'll head on through.
All right then.
And actually, no, I said everything else I was saying, so.
Maro, you sound like you were going to say something as well? Or not?
I was just gonna say Laurel. Dragon Spear Castle. Should move past it. There's nothing there.
Speak a little closer into your mic if you can. And for those that didn't hear, he said we should move past it. There's nothing there.
Oh, okay.
We should move past. There's nothing there for us.
I mean, it's up to the rest of you. The horses need horse needs consistent breaks, and feeding and care. And outpost would be the best place to do it, and probably one of the safest places to do it outside of Dragonspear.
You would actually know from traveling also on that way that Dragonspear Castle is an extremely unsafe place to be. There were events that happened to it, and currently there are undead sprawled all around it. The outpost is actually a safe haven because anything within a couple miles of that place is considered probably dangerous territory to stay in the night.
Yep.
Right.
It's a small safe haven amongst that stretch of land.
Not a fan of undead. They're quite boring and smelly.
Well, I'll agree with you there.
It's best that we stop at the outpost to refuel supplies, for it doesn't seem as though we're going to get any sort of restock anytime soon, at least along the road.
Right. Not to mention, if the undead come after us after we pass through, or while we pass through Dragonspear, we need to be ready for it. And we don't need to be running off of very little sleep and tiring the horses, especially if we have to overwork them to get away.
If that's the case,
Right.
for my watches, I will stay up the whole night.
Are you sure you don't have to do that, Eileen?
Undead are my specialty. I must.
If you stay up all night, you'll have to stop walking on the side of the cot. Have to start running instead.
Precisely.
All right. Are we all in agreement then? The outpost.
Fine by me.
Sounds fine.
Great.
All right. You also do know there is an inn there, and I am sorry I forgot to mention this, but Marissa did give you 10 gold for the travel, in case needed for extra supplies, resources, in fare, etc.
Just me.
She gave it to you for use of you in the group, but she trusted it with you.
Okay. So does that mean I have
10 extra gold.
Hell yeah.
Dawn, how you doing?
Get away from me.
How you living, bruh?
You dirty silver piece haver.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Thor just turns into like a really snobby rich guy, just like, get away from me, poor. Go. Get off my cot.
You sleep in the huts. Animal. Fall asleep again, see what happens. Fall asleep again.
All right. So on this fourth day of travel, as you guys are going through, the hills begin to turn a little bit more into marsh as you guys are getting closer and closer to the high moor, rather than just being stuck over at the hillsides. The grass is becoming a little bit more dead as winter has just turned the corner, and you're just entering spring now. And the spring equinox only happened almost a month ago, so it's still that time. But as you're seeing things begin to start growing a bit more, the grass, a bit of the plants themselves, everything, it's both calming yet upsetting just to look at a mixture of both this growth and death.
It's a good mix, I think.
Go ahead.
No, go on.
As you all begin continuing onward, heading forward, Amaris and Eileen, both of you are keeping watch as the cart's kind of moving forward, and with your perception, you both spot up ahead, it seems to be a corpse, a little bit on the side of the road, coming out of a bush. It's maybe about 50, 60 feet ahead of you right now. There seems to be a dead body out of the brush over on your right side. Hands are splayed out forward, heads down, and the only reason you know this to be a corpse is the fact that you see a little bit of its arm eaten away with your such high perception. You see its right arm currently is sprawled out, eaten right above the elbow. A bit of tissue is showing.
So who notices this? Just Amaris?
Amaris and Eileen, as you're all
okay.
going forward. It's a little bit in the brush, so it's a little harder to tell.
Okay.
Eileen tries to get to the front of the cart and just tells Thorn, stop. Something ahead.
Why?
Wait.
All right.
And she's gonna walk ahead.
All right.
I'll slow the horses down.
All right.
I'm gonna try to stealth, like, near the path, while also trying to look out if that's possible.
Okay. A little stealth check for me, please.
And then as she's doing that, I'm going to hop out of the cart myself, not necessarily walking towards it, but just kind of keeping an eye on Eileen from the distance.
All right.
Can I like grab Amaris really quick before she walks off?
Okay.
Amaris, I know Eileen trusts you the most. She went off before I got to say anything. We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't stay here. Whatever she sees, it could be a trap.
That's part of the reason why that's another reason I'm getting out of the cart and making sure that she stays okay, as well as making sure that if this is a trap, at least I can defend the cart as best I can.
Right. I just mean this cart shouldn't say stop for long.
We're keeping that in mind.
Morrow and Aknev, are you just staying inside the cart as well, real quick?
That was a
Just wanna-
23 for stealth, by the way.
Oh, I saw that.
No, I know. I just, saying your rolls. Something
I'm
we
gonna
gotta do.
be outside. I'm gonna be at the front of the cart, as far as where the front seat is, out on the outside. I'm just gonna be ready.
Is Thorn still driving the cart, or
Yes, he is.
Just gonna be at
well, I'll jump to the front and just go like, "Woohoo, Eileen! Show us what you got."
Amara, you're kind of following in tow, but you also see that Eileen is moving stealthily.
Say
Alright,
it again?
and,
Oh, okay.
like-
Sorry.
I was just saying that she's deciding to move stealthily. I'm still just making sure that I'm around the cart. But if she's moving stealthily, I just kind of want to spot, still keep an eye on the corpse itself, making sure that that doesn't start moving at all.
Okay. All right. So then you give me perception check.
Me?
No, Amaris.
Mm. Oh, it was almost a 16.
Almost there.
All right.
11.
All right. You're keeping an eye on it. You're just staring forward, making sure that everything's all right, making sure nothing's changed, making sure nothing is worrying you. Eileen,
Mm-hmm.
you're beginning to get a bit closer, and you're sticking to the trees around the side. You're just trying to make sure that things are okay. But you seem to move fairly close. You're within about 30 feet of the corpse now. You're up ahead. You see that Amaris is maybe about 25 feet behind you. You feel very confident where you're hidden. In fact, actually, you see Amaris kind of trying to see where you are right now. She's looking forward ahead like.
All right. Do I see any undead around?
Make a perception check. You get a bonus to this, correct?
Let's see. For favored foes? Is that it?
Yes. Oh, this is the Revive Ranger, I believe, so maybe not. Advantage survival checks to track your favorite enemy. You know what, then?
It's for tracking. I'm trying to look for them.
Yeah, you're trying to look. It's not tracking at the moment. So just roll me a perception check if you're just looking around. If you're trying to find tracks and follow tracks, that's a little bit of a different story. But right now, let's give me a perception.
Ugh, 11.
Checking through, obviously, you can see currently the dead corpse up ahead. But as for anything else, you and both Amara is kind of keeping an eye out, just looking, being really on your guard.
Okay.
You don't see anything yet. Nothing seems to be moving for you.
If that's the case, then I want to try to move closer again, and then try to track for undead.
Still stealthing?
Still stealthing.
Okay. Roll me a survival check.
With
Let's
advantage.
go.
Yes, please.
Let's go.
This guy's 22.
Ooh.
Taking almost 3 steps forward behind the tree that you're already at, you quickly make a stop and head back to the tree that you're at. You notice something. Steps coming from behind the bush of where that dead body are, showing that the body probably, whoever it was, walked over there, and you see a little bit of some crawls, some marks of mud being pushed to the side. It seems as though whoever was there crawled under there. Maybe they were hiding, maybe something, and then they passed. But wait a minute. Up ahead, you see more tracks. More tracks leading to other locations. Other spots. In fact, you see it looks like a rock is pressed into the ground a little bit up ahead on the trail that you're on. You notice that. You notice a bit of more light footprints around the area. Something is really off here. Give me a perception check with advantage.
Okay. Oh my
Ooh.
god!
Let's go, Eileen. Let's go. Ooh,
You can tell something's off here, and you can tell that there's more tracks than this person, and they seem fresh, but that's all you can tell right now.
Something's off. Something's off. No. Can't be here. She's gonna try to go back to Amaris.
Okay.
And
Make it
still stealthily, as best as she can.
We can keep that stealth roll for now. You make it back, just.
Perfect.
Yep. Amaris, in fact, doesn't even notice you as you kind of pop up to the side of her.
Amaris,
Oh Jesus!
Just
keep your voice down.
Oh,
There's undead ahead. It doesn't
Okay.
look safe. I couldn't tell. It doesn't seem safe. We can choose to proceed forward. However, expect danger.
alright. Fair enough.
Was that a
I'll,
fucking laugh, by the way, Matt? Are you fucking kidding me?
what? I laughed when she jumped.
Oh, I thought I heard like a snicker. Who was that?
No.
All right. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Who there?
Who is the comedian?
Who the
Okay.
fuck laughed?
All right. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Anyway. Sorry.
All good.
I'll stay outside the cart with you just in case. As you said, we shouldn't be out here for too long, and so Thorn even warned me that we should even start to get moving as well.
I think you need to be outside with me. You and I
That's-
can handle undead very well.
That's why I said I'd be outside the cart with you while we're traveling from this point onward.
Sorry, She scratches her head. I lost in thought. It was hard to tell. I'm nervous. So let's head back, tell them what's happening, then proceed.
Right. And then let's head back.
You two head back to the cart. It's only a couple of paces away. You arrive. You're again about 60 feet away from the body again.
Did you find anything?
Just gonna kind of gesture to Eileen at this point.
Great conversation.
Aknev, I need you to remain quiet if that's humanely possible for you. There is danger up ahead. You must be on your guard.
He just smiles. Sounds fun. I'll be quiet.
Is that understood? Me and Amaris will remain out here. Thorn, you can continue to drive the cart. We will walk besides and look out.
All right. Do you see anything up ahead in the road or anything I should be worried about? Any blockades?
She kind of shakes her head, kind of disappointed in herself. Only tracks.
All right. I'm going to keep a normal speed then, so if all hell breaks loose, you guys can jump onto the cart quickly.
All right.
I'm going to just give the reins 2 quick snaps to get moving.
I'm gonna have either my war. I'm just gonna ready in action. That enemy jumps at me, Billard, I'm swinging with this, pulling out that maul, swinging.
Got it. All right. Let's see then. All right. So you're heading up with caution. And Eileen, Amaris, you two are